What's up YouTube? This is Solo Black Dude here, and yeah, it is now 2012. I hope you guys had a happy new year, and I'll be nice. If you guys don't want to hear me talk a bit, then I'd advise you to skip to at least 1 minute of this video. So anyway, I was supposed to record something today, and thanks to someone that I know, he let me down. He was supposed to help me record something in some place, and he forgot. So if you're watching this and you know who you are, if you are watching this, you've let me down. So anyway, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh match which is actually about 5 months old. Yes, 5 months old. Probably even more so. It was probably taken in July, I think. I'm not even sure. It was from one of Quando66's streams. So anyway, this match is fairly haxy, to be honest. I mean, you'll see later on in this game. So anyway, I'm still using my old team. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this format. You know, I've got Tokikes, I've got Kyurem, and Cresselia, and all this lot. And he's actually using a Crobat and some more Pokemon, but you know, you see that, you seen that from the team people. Have to explain it, or do I? We'll see. Anyway, he starts off with a Crobat. I lead off with my Tokikes. He goes for a taunt, trying to think that I'm going to do something like Thunder Wave or something like that, because you know most Tokikes usually go for Thunder Wave, flinch hacks and whatnot. But no, I'm just a straight up Scarf, and I go for a Tri Attack, and I take out with a critical hit. So already there's 1 Hax in the game. So he goes into his Victini, he doesn't realise that I'm Scarfed, as he takes about 50% to a Tri Attack, and then he goes for a Thunder, and then he gets the Revenge Crit on me. So already, 2 turns, 2 crits. Very haxy there. So anyway, he's Life Orbed, and I know he's a special attacker, so I'm going to go into my specially defensive tank, or wall in this case, which is the Cresselia. He's going to go for a U-turn, does quite a bit actually, considering how I'm bulky, but you know, as stated previously, I'm especially not physically defensive, so that's probably the reason why. So gonna go for a light screen just in case he goes for another Thunder or Fire Blast should he feel confident to stay in. I'm gonna switch out into my Cobalion after seeing he goes into his Registeel, goes for the Thunder Wave, and that's bad because I was planning to go for a Substitute just to block that, but because of my direct switch I end up getting paralyzed, and I can get Power Hacks on the following turn. So he decides to keep tossing me around as I'm trying to get off a Sacred Sword, and luckily I do, and it does a reasonably good amount. Does about half. Actually, it does more than that. I forgot this was actually another critical hit. So that's the 3rd critical hit in the game. So he takes this opportunity to go for a Stealth Rocks just in case he might need it later on in the game, and lucky for him I get paralyzed. So that would have been 1 dead Registeel right there, but unfortunately I have to wait another turn to take this guy out. So he's going to go for another Seismic Toss, and that's going to bring me down to about 84 HP. Going to go for that Sacred Sword and take him out. So yeah, I've got a paralyzed Cobalion, and he's pretty much useless. Although I am going to conserve him, I'm going to switch out after this Scald because I want to try and get some sort of damage on him, and plus I have Light Screen up, so I know I'm not going to get knocked out on that turn. So just in case if I get paralyzed, and seeing as that damage did absolutely nothing, I know he's probably some kind of physically defensive set. So I'm going to go back into my Cresselia, take a bit of Stealth Rocks damage, take some Scald, and it does another critical hit. So that's 4 critical hits already in the game. So what's this? My life screen's off now, so I have to bring it back up again, as he goes for a Toxic and he misses, which is great because that gives me an extra turn to do the same thing to him. So on this turn we both attempt to go for a Toxic to Toxic each other, as I go for one of my own and she goes for one. Well, is that actually, that's a male Milotic, what the hell? Anyway, Milotic goes for a Toxic of its own and toxics my Cresselia. So both rules are practically poison at this point. He decides to switch out. His Milotic goes into his Victini, quote unquote. It's not Victini, it is Zoroak, because as you can see from the HP bar, it is full. And I proceed to go for a Moonlight just to give a bit of HP. I know this is Zoroak, so I'm going to switch out to go into my A-Force, aka Cobalion. He goes for the Night Days, and it doesn't take me out because not only do I quad resist it, I have Light Screen up, and I get the Justified boost, although I do get an accuracy drop, so kind of shaky here. Now, I know he's going to want to switch out because I see no Life Orb, so I'm predicting it's going to be some kind of Scarf set. I'm going to predict there's a spider, aka Garvanchula switch in, and even with the accuracy drop, I managed to score a one-hit clean KO, and that is one dead spider. So that was pretty fortunate for me. Now he's gonna go back into his Zoroark, and he's gonna go for a focus blast. He doesn't miss, unfortunately, and he takes me out. Had he missed, I would have definitely Sacred Sworded his ass to death. But anyway, I'm gonna go into my own Victini, and I'm gonna take a stealth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna obviously take stealth because I'm just mess say that. I don't want to say that, do I? Anyway, gonna go for a fusion bolt, predicting the Milotic switch, and yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna do quite a lot. Although it doesn't do that much at all because of, you know, previous stated, this said Milotic is physically defensive. So hoping the poison's gonna do enough to at least let me in for a chance to 2-hit KO. I don't. It lives with a smidgen, and on top of that, he rests. He rests. He has rest on Milotic. I was crying. I was really crying. I was like, no, why? So anyway, I have to stay in, do some fusion bolts, hoping to get something like a crit, which I actually do. So that's like the 5th crit in this game, and he does reveal he is a sleep talking Milotic. Otherwise, why would have rest? You know, it goes in tandem, rest and sleep talk. So he gets a Scald off, luckily for him, but fortunately I don't get a crit. So, well, he doesn't get a crit on me, so that means I'm able to take him out with another fusion bolt, and that's the end of Milotic. Thank God, that thing was bulky as hell. So he's gonna go back into his Zoroark. He's gonna go for a Night Daze, and wouldn't you know, 5% accuracy drop. You know, 5% accuracy. You know, 95 accuracy. You miss. I mean, it kind of makes you want to use Dark Pulse now, doesn't it? But anyway, he misses the first Dark Pulse, and I've hit him with Fusion Bolt. He takes me with the second attempt of the Night Daze actually, and he takes me out. So now I'm going to go into Cure him, and he decides to save his Zoroark. He's going to go into his real Victini. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam, and I don't take it out. He lives with a smidgen. That's the second Pokemon with a smidgen. Why can't my Pokemon just get max damage or something? I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna go into my Crystella because I know this is a special attacking Victini, and I want to at least sponge a hit. Although by the looks of it, I managed to do well. What am I saying? I do manage to live the hit because he didn't even hit. I was gonna say I was thinking he was gonna go for a 2-hit KO, but then I see that he does Life Orb, so that's it. So he has one Pokemon left, which is the Zoroark. He's gonna go for a Focus Blast, trying to, you know, figure out what move is best to lock himself into. He decides to go for that, and I'm able to lift that hit, go for a Light Screen just to protect myself against the Zoroark. And yeah, my last Pokemon, well, his last Pokemon is going to try, well, what am I saying? Damn, I can't speak. I'm going to go into Kindra. He goes for a Focus Blast, he misses, and I take him up with a Waterfall, and that will be the game. So yeah, I messed up a little bit, didn't I? But anyway, that'll be the match. If you guys liked it, please like it. And I managed to get up to, I think it was 24 likes. I want to thank you guys for that. Let's see if we can reach that number of likes again. And yeah, that'll be it. I'll catch you guys later, and peace.